Hi all. Okay, let's do a group of 5 chessboard puzzles this afternoon. Sometimes these are really tough and I'm completely stuck. I'm hoping to be able to at least use the hint button today if I get totally stuck in the worst case scenario. So here, white to play. We can start to look at forcing moves first, and one comes to mind, not just Queen G7, but also there's, for me, a forcing move here which is ridiculous initially, is Rook E8, but actually it might not be that ridiculous, this forcing move. Every forcing move provides tactical insight into the position and vulnerabilities, and it seems that actually the bishop could coordinate with the rook. If queen takes, we have rook takes G8 mate, and if queen takes, there's Queen G7, so it doesn't seem that ridiculous now. Queen G7 doesn't do anything, and no other forcing move seems to do anything, so I'll go with Rook E8 here. I can't see any checks or anything. No, the kings are here, but I think Rook E8. That does seem to be the move. On the other hand, I should have really calculated what happens in this position. So I've got the right move for the wrong reasons. That's a bit naughty. So what can white do in this position? Now I am stuck. Bishop takes G8, queen takes G8, D7, bishop takes. This is tricky. Bishop F7, queen takes F7. There's knight F6, hold on a sec, knight F6. Now that is on E8 and H7. What does black do? There's no queen D7, there's no queen F7. I mean, it could be knight F6. Yes, that is the solution. So actually that was okay, for the wrong reasons. I think I should slow down here. So Reti against Friedman. So very good move here for knight F6. Fantastic. But I was right about, of course, queen takes, then there's rook takes G8. So very clever from the hypermodernist Reti. So let's go on to the next one. So 2 out of 5 for today. Let's go here. I think there's a check. There's another check here that might be useful. Takes, then what? Is it the check or is it knight F3? Interesting. Knight F3. Well, for a start, there could be rook C1. So I think this check's very attractive here. Rook E1 check. I wonder just to rule it out. It's a bit naughty, but shall I just rule it out? I'm going to try it. Okay, it is the right check. Oh, I think I see it here. There's a crushing forcing move in this position. If I give you 10 seconds, I think you'll see it as well. You might want to pause the video. So what forcing move could you use in this position, do you think? Okay, I hope you got it. I think it's this one. So drag and drop for the rook to be there. The pawn's holding that square, so it's just knight F3 is checkmate. Alright, let's go on to number 3 today, which is number 561 for me. Okay, this check doesn't seem to be doing anything too useful. It doesn't really tell me anything about tactical vulnerabilities. G5, that's taking with check. Bishop E3, that's just craziness. Knight D3 is not so crazy. Attacks the queen if takes. There's bishop F2, king H1, but then what? Interesting. We'll just knight G4 here. Queen takes, bishop F2. This could be a little bit on the tricky side, actually. Bishop F2 immediately, queen takes F2. I can't really see. So either knight D3 or knight G4. Knight D3 looks the most forcing for queen takes. Then there's the check, and then we could take the rook and then still threaten stuff, or even take on e1 with the knight, threatening bishop g2, checkmate. So knight d3, queen takes, bishop takes, king h1. In that position, we could actually play knight takes e1 with the threat of bishop g2. How does white defend that? I wonder if it's worth ruling out knight d3. There's only 200 seconds left. Knight d3, queen takes, bishop takes, king h1, knight takes e1. Can the queen not just come back? Maybe there's a rook move. Maybe that is devastating. I'm going to try it. It is the move. So I think bishop f2 with the aim to put the king in the corner. And now knight takes e1 threatens bishop g2 mate. That is the right solution apparently. Okay, on a roll today. So that was Orozhowski against Bubnov. Brilliant idea. So let's have a look at the final position there. So bishop g2 being threatened. Yes, how does white actually stop that? The queen can't actually come back. These pieces are getting to the king here. So let's go on to the next one. Quite brilliant stuff from these players as well. Credit to them for finding them in real games. So white to play here. There's a move that stands out for me immediately here in terms of forcing moves. Does it stand out to you? There's a real forcing move, crusher here, I think. Yes, I'm just checking. I think it's the one. So if I give you 10 seconds as well, what would you play in this position with white? If you look at even the most outrageous forcing moves and what they tell about the position. I think also, you know, there's a theme of unblocking the pawn here for this check, which could be lethal in some cases. So I think it's this one. Okay, and then we got this one. It doesn't even matter about the bishop being lost because there'll be e8 there. Now we can just take the queen. Okay, there's a more accurate move. I think that is winning anyway, but we can just play more accurately like this. Okay. So who managed to play that? That was in CSOM. Yes, there's Grandmaster CSOM against Menka. Okay, so we're going well today. It just stands out. It's just like being slapped in the face with a wet fish. Sorry, it's just there, isn't it? I think one more. Let's get a really hard one to puzzle over. Yeah. Okay, so white to play here. It looks as though the two rooks and two bishops should do something. I think bishop h7 is a double check, because otherwise queen takes check or takes here. Bishop f7 here. Bishop g7. King goes out here. Might have an escape on d7. So what about bishop h7? King takes, rook f7. King h6. Well, we've got... Haven't we got... No, we haven't got rook g7 there, sorry. Bishop f7, king h7. The rook's pinned. There's bishop g8. Hold on, bishop g8, king h6. What about bishop c1 check? King h5. And what about then bishop f7? So check brings the king to h6. This check brings it to h5. Yeah, I think that's the one. Let's go with this. Bishop check. I messed up there. There's always king f. I wasn't looking at that. Sorry, I've just forgotten my analysis. That was the one where the king goes over there. Bishop h7. Okay. So, okay, this is slightly different to what I said. Rook f7, there's bishop c1 here. And then there's rook h7. I was dreaming something else. Just one more. The final one today. So that was a Gelfand game, by the way. That was Gelfand against. I'll check that last one. So I think so. Black to play. Oh, this looks really dangerous for d8. Oh, this is an emergency situation here. I wonder. Maybe I should have called it a day there while I was ahead, because this looks tricky. f1. If bishop takes, then there's queen e4 check. King h2, queen f4 mating. If rook takes, then couldn't we just take here, stopping the queen? I think f1. Let's go with f1. Alright, I think it's just queen e4 now. Yeah. I'll end on a high there. Sometimes these are just very, very tricky. And okay, so that was Slodge against Schwartz. Schmorch. Pardon the pronunciation. I hope you enjoyed it today, got something out of it. So puzzles are fun and maybe, you know, helpful in even real games. Comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.